So I'm gonna go check out what kind of rocks are up here. It's a pretty big hill. Up with some quartz, but there's also mica. Cool. See it right there? Right there, mirror-like stone. Look at that. Cool stuff. For whatever reason, whenever there's quartz and mica in one of these granite conglomerate rocks, there is garnets, gemstones, and they look like little pockets of rust.
Oops. Would not recommend doing this with your knife.
You got it.
Yeah, I just don't want to lose it. If you polish that up, put some facets on it.
Cool.
It's a raw garnet. In there, the crystal.
Yep.
And look at this dark mica.
Yep. Got myself a new travel knapping kit here. I am walking around near the Connecticut River, just looking at the local lithics, rocks, and stones, seeing what we got. A lot of it looks like quartz around here. There is some bones. I don't know what those are. Washed out from somewhere here. Maybe a small deer or a small dog.
And that one looks like a rib bone.
Yep.
This one's this right there.
Yep. I'm not seeing too many larger stones that I could knap. Oh, jawbone. That is a dog of some kind. And I know there's some knappable, like silicified siltstone and mudstones around here, but I've never found it, so I figured I would come down these little washouts and look and see if I could find anything. I am just seeing a lot of quartz. This is cool. Tire washed down. Alright, gonna walk around a bit. If I find anything, I will film it. This is like a sandstone with a little bit of quartz inside it. You'd see here, there's just little dots of quartz throughout it. Nothing you could really use. Up to the hills above the creeks, it starts to not be so many rocks. So when you're up higher, it's harder to find anything at all. It would be good if I could cross the river over to there, but that's not happening today. Yeah, there's not too much here, unfortunately. All right, I'll keep looking around. Buried rock wall. New England rock walls. They are everywhere. Came across some yellow river birch here. Stuff is great for fire starting. Just crumble that up and that'll take a spark from a flint and steel like nothing. You can see it just pulls right off. Don't take too much from one area though, because it kills the tree. So kind of grab a little bit from there, a little bit from there, a little bit from the next tree, a little bit from the next tree. That way you don't damage anything. And the whole tree, you pretty much killed the tree. Like if it looks bare like that, around a section, this tree will die. The insects will get in real easy and just kill the whole tree, and then it's done for. So make sure you pick from different locations and don't pull too much. Only take what you need.
Yeah, don't do the circumference.
Alright. Gonna drive around a bit more, explore, and see if I could find anything of note in the Connecticut River Valley here. Cool little secret spots. Bet you there's fish in there. I bet you I'm not allowed to fish in there too. So I broke this piece here and created a very sharp edge right there. And this is another way you could tell if you could use it as a tool or not. It'll take the bark off. Real easy. Take this one with me and see if I can make a nice point out of it. I'm very curious if I can. We'll give it a try and I'll get back to you if I make something out of it. So for all I know, this might be the silicified sandstone. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into this more. I knew it. I'm not allowed to fish here. Denied. Damn, it looks good too. This is working. So you never know. I have no idea what this stone is. And it's working. And this is Connecticut. So try everything. You never know. Like it looked like that beforehand. And now it's taking shape. And it flakes. You can see the flakes travel. To catch your flakes. You don't want to be leaving stuff for other people to find and think they found an archaeological site and then they send in people to investigate and you waste everybody's time. So just make sure you put down something. Collect your flakes and bring them home with you. Make a rock garden for yourself or something. That's what I did. So I just hit there at the base. Put some notches in it, sharpen it, zigzag this edge. And that'll be a finished point from unidentified material. I have no idea what that is, but it flakes. So I got it all flaked up. I'm just going to put some notches in it. Interesting material here. Sharp as heck. It'll jab, and a nice place to tie it on. It's crude, but it'll work. What's up, guys? We're already up in the mountains. I already found some flint. It's right at my feet. One of the many reasons that I come out here to look for this stuff is not only to make my stone tools, but it's also to look at stuff like this. Adirondack Park, which is bigger as a whole than like 5 or 6 national parks combined. And I'll put that up on the screen here. So we're not even in the foothills yet of the Adirondacks, but we're at this beautiful spot here, and I pulled off just to stop along the way to look for some stuff and to explore these creeks a little bit. And I immediately saw stuff on the ground. I could already see there's workable stuff you could use for flint knapping, for bushcraft, survival. It's flint, that'll make a spark, that'll make an arrowhead. It's really shiny. That's cool. Sparkles. Can you see that? So I'll take this piece. There's some right there, but it's not good. This right here is some kind of flint, but it's not good and has those crystal inclusions. But if you see stuff like this, then there's likely to be better around. So I'm going to poke around a little bit, look, and maybe try fishing over in that calmer area over there. There's been a lot of rain, so I don't know. Okay, so this stuff here, these little bounced around cobbles. If you're doing survival and bushcraft and you need a flint for your flint and steel fire starting, this stuff here is perfect. All you got to do is knock this piece off, or just take this, and that's good enough to hit your striker with. And that'll create sparks. This is all you need. You don't need much. You don't need a big piece like this. Got my steel striker here for flint and steel. A piece of flint that I picked off the creek here. Let's see if you can see the sparks. Just got a bone hook, but I'm not using that right now. One of the many reasons that I come out here to look for this stuff is not only to make my stone tools, but it's also to look at stuff like this. Like, I don't have this kind of stuff where I originally come from. This is still really new to me, and I've been doing this for 15 years and I'm not used to it yet. I'm not used to seeing stuff like this. There was just a big rain, so this is way faster than it would normally be. And so far, today alone, I've seen an eagle on the side of the road eating something. I've seen a chipmunk, a wild tree squirrel. That thing was vicious. What else did we see? We saw so much already. We just woke up.
Groundhogs?
We saw groundhogs, 2 giant groundhogs. They looked very friendly. There was a woodpecker in the camp eating the trees. It was, well, not eating the trees, eating what was in the tree, but they were slamming their heads against the thing and making a lot of noise. But anyway, part of what I do is not just to find the Flint. It's also to enjoy nature and to enjoy being out here. And I want to show you more of that. I've shown you enough of this. You could go back through my old videos and how to identify this. But along the way, I am looking for this stuff, and I will show you if I find any, because it's still awesome. But for the most part, I just want to show you these areas that I come to and what is so exciting for me to be out here. And I'm sure it's exciting for you guys to see as well. So I'll share it. So I saw this right here. It's a grayish flint. It's tough. Wow. Hold on. Hold on. Bigger hammerstone. Okay. That is not working. So it's crystally. It's definitely crumbly. That's a whole brick of it. So if you can find something like that that isn't so cracked and it's more pure, you'll have a good block of flint. But along these mountain creeks and mountain rivers, you'll find all kinds of stuff that you could use. So what I'm trying to say is, really, I use this as an excuse to come to places like this. Like, it's Flint. But, look at that. This is the excuse. This is what I use to come out here. This is my reason for being out here, but not really at all. I see a lot of this around, and I don't know if this is red ochre or not. I'm not sure at all, but it definitely can be used as a natural pigment in paint. If you wet that or even just touch it, it stains your finger. Might just be a mudstone of some kind, but it works. So I walked up and down this bank here, just looking real quick, and there is flint here, but it's got all kinds of inclusions, and it's not the best stuff, but it will flake like that. And that can be used as a tool, a hide scraper, whatever you need, like any kind of sharp tool. You could use that as a knife even if you need to cut something sharp. I kind of cut myself on it a little bit, but this material is not the best for flint knapping because of all these seams and cracks in it. It'll kind of just break the point if you're trying to shoot that on an arrow or throw it with an atlatl spear. This will just shatter when it hits something. This stuff is way better. This is the only good piece I found on this stretch, but I'm not like crazily looking. I just walked straight back just to see what this looked like and to see if there was anything here. I found this. I found this stuff. I'm not happy with it. This I'm happy with. That's coming home. I'm going to make a spear point out of that if I can. So I'm going to clip that in here, just me knapping a spear point. We'll do that. Alright guys, very quick arrowhead from that stuff on the river. And I think there might be trout in here. It's been a lot of rain, so I don't know if they're here, but I'm going to try some fishing. I'll see if there's anything, I don't know. So I walked up further from the bank, and I'm finding more of this stuff up further. There's some right here. And that'll make a nice spear point. That's the same stuff. I got this little telescopic rod that unfolds like that. This is great for, like, if you're backpacking. And I got some worms for cheap. Maggots. Super worms. I don't know what they are. There's some kind of insect that fish like, I was told. I don't know if it'll work. We'll see. So if you guys like this thing, I'll put a link in the description below if you want to pick one up for yourself. I like it a lot. This is great for travel. It doesn't take up room. You can carry it with you. It doesn't get hit on trees and stuff, and doesn't cause chaos. And then you just have to have some kind of bug. Because I don't know, plastic stuff versus bug. I think the bug is probably tastier than plastic. I'm not going to test it. Yeah, nah, not right now. Not right now, at least. I want to go fishing. Then we'll just go up over there and try the. Oh, here's a piece. No, that's not good. Oh, nice. That is nice. That is a big chunk of flint. So, this stuff is good, but it's in limestone, so it's hard to get into. But it's a lighter color variation of the stuff I found before. And this is the more crystally stuff. But I like the color of this a lot. I really want to find more of this, but in a more solid piece that doesn't have so much of that crud in it. Sorry, I got excited there. I like that color. Okay, fish. Alright, so I leave about that much length from the bobber to the hook just to kind of simulate a natural drift underwater. Especially in water like this that's really fast flowing. It's going to be swirling all around like that. So just keep the bobber far enough away that it has room to float naturally like that. You see what I'm doing? Like that underwater. Okay. So just gonna put one of these. What are these? Mealworms. 2 dozen. Mealworms. See, it says the fish like them. It's crying. It's so excited. You see that? The tears? Oh no, that's splashes. He's splashing. I just put the worm on the hook any which way. It's hard to do it with one hand, so I close that up. Shirts like this are really handy for you put your bait in, like that. And then you can not stab yourself with the hook. This worm is dead. It's so hot. Okay, so I'm just going to do that. And we'll see if anything is hungry right near that log. I'll give it a shot. I'm thinking no. So I'm going to try this section here because it's just a little bit slower of a flow. And there might be something back on that other corner there in the shade. We'll see. I don't know. It's kind of a lot of rushing water. I don't know. I'm going to give it a try anyway. Alright, I'm going to try just one more cast. I don't think anything will be biting today, but I want to try. I'm going to try to cast over by that rock in that shaded area. Yeah, guys, it's just too much. The water's too fast today. So I will try elsewhere. I got a lot of time. I got like 11 days this time. And be out in the wild for 11 days. Then I gotta go home, but then I'm coming right back out for probably another 11 days. So 22 days in the mountains, in the wild. Look, the worm is still on there. I'll leave that on. I'll use it later. It's dead. Okay, we're heading out. Just a little bit of a exploration day today. We just packed up from our campsite. We got in late last night. We camped up the road at a primitive campsite. I recorded a little bit of that. I'll splice it in here to show you. All right, guys. Morning one. Poured out last night. We were up in here, right in that tent. And it rained so much, there's actually a little bit of water running down the road here still. First night is always a rough night. We got here, it was starting to get dark. We had to set up really fast. Did not really start doing anything yet. Just kind of got here and relaxed. Went to sleep. I'll walk you through the site real quick. Let's see, look, there's literal running water. Yeah. Okay, so campfire, table, and tent, and that is it. This is a primitive campsite. There's nothing else. Not too bad. I like this site. I'm gonna mark this down. Leah is rolling up the tent. Getting ready to head out here.
Close.
He's looking. Oh. There it goes. Get the frog out of the campsite. Go away, frog. Alright, just wanted to fill in the blank spot there for you. All set? Next spot? Which way? That way or that way? That way? Okay. We're going that way. See you in a bit. I am leaving.